everybody. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I know this was last minute, but we kind of remembered that we like to do these Friday night TCaP streams.
Yeah.
So we're going to be watching part 1 of the Florida TCaP sting. So I guess a few housekeeping things up front. So the pet of the stream is C&J Dev's cat Orion. So thanks for sending that in.
That's a handsome bub.
It's a very handsome bub. He sent in two cats, so I couldn't fit both of them in, so I just did the one. So his other cat will have her day in the sun. Yeah, so I guess how I should always introduce you is that I have a special guest today.
Yes, hello.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a nice day. Let's see who all is here.
Roll call.
Okay, we have Vass Ravioli. Vass, what's the best kind of pizza?
Dick pizza is great pizza.
Thanks, Vast. That was very.
Pizza is great pizza.
Dick pizza is great pizza. So thanks, Vast. Hey, Evil Little McNuggets. Tiffany LaRose, La Senorita, Winnie Syllables, Mandy S, Carrot Gaming, how you doing? Spencer Silvera, hi, sir. Sloth Cat. Mandy S, you got 2. Cornville Counselor, Edamame, nice to see you. El Rig the Overage, what's up, man? Lawrence Burnfun, hope you're feeling okay today. Noctress Butt Spray, Bogan Gorilla Face Gwen, Asbury Brad, Allison Marie Armstrong, who's actually on time for once, Dean Fulford, The Time Machine, Rachel D, Brown-Eyed Billy Batson. Billy, you gotta change that. It's a Blue Eyes Only stream, so get it right. Kingpin, Dat Damn Doctor, Dr. Cassandra Elizabeth Vaughn, Amy A. Ramirez, Coyote Lady 613, down, get down. Andy Birdcat, how you doing? Did I miss anybody else? Anybody else sneak in? Up, Cornville Thruway, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, well, how you doing? I think that's it. You are done fast. Hey, Smokey the Cat, R.I.P., and Philip Waller, nice to see ya. So anyway, so if you were in Vass Ravioli's stream earlier, you would know that we just today brought home a foster for the weekend.
Yep.
So would you like to talk about her for a second?
Sure. So yeah, she was one of our cornhole dogs, and we've had her in the shelter for the last year and 5 months about, which is a long time for a dog to be in the shelter, because no animal should be in a cage like that for that long. So she came from a pretty rough background. There was a group of 7 of them. I think it was a suspected dog fighting case, and I'm pretty sure this lady might have been used as a breeding dog. She's got some big old boobies on her.
Yeah, she does.
And I think from just like chronic stress in the shelter, since we weren't legally able to go and spay and neuter these guys until they were legally the shelter's property, they had to go unspayed, and so with her hormones and like the chronic stress of the shelter, she had a couple false pregnancies, and so she would like lactate out of nowhere even though she wasn't pregnant. So like she would just produce milk, and yeah, she was going through a really rough time. And then she finally became available, but then she was declining a little bit in the shelter. She was charging people at the door of her kennel, and she really wasn't letting herself get handled by a lot of people. And she's always been good with me, though. I've always been able to handle her. She's been comfortable with me, so I offered to take her to foster her for the weekend, give her a cage break. And so we brought her home today, and she's doing really, really well.
Yeah, she is. And what is her name?
Her name's Delilah.
And she's a little pitty. She's kind of like a pitty mix.
Yeah, I call her Sweet Potato. That's my nickname for her.
Yeah, she has a real goofy little body, because, like, like she said, it seems like she was used for breeding. So
yeah, and her sister got adopted, and I think it was shortly after she started to sense that her sister's, like, I think she could sense that her sister's presence wasn't there, and she got upset and maybe a little bit depressed. So I think she could feel her sister's absence.
Hey, Donde, Bitter Almonds, C. Mogul, Tiffany Rose, I can't remember if I said hi to you, but Howard Stern's Penis, Matt Ryan, how you doing? Anybody else sneak in? Winnie Syllables and Dragon Words. So, I guess just before we start, I'm sure some people, aren't interested in this, but we have a couple pictures to show, because everybody, or at least if you come to my streams, you know that I talk about our dog, Jack, who is this, we're talking about you.
Yeah, he's a former court hold, foster fail.
Yeah, so he's ours. So they met together, and Jack's really good with other dogs. He's very, I mean, even though people think pit bulls are aggressive, Jack just wants to play. It's really weird. Like, he really loves other dogs. Like, he genuinely loves when other dogs come. Like, he meets other dogs. My brother's dog came over once, and she was, like, growling and snarling at him, and he would just sort of derp up to her and just start kissing her face. Like, he's very confrontational.
He's like
so he's a very good dog to have to...
he's like a pleaser. Like, he just wants to appease and calm everything.
Yeah, he doesn't want to...
He doesn't like conflict.
He doesn't like conflict.
So he just likes to go and do, like, just kiss everyone's face and, like, do the submissive thing. He's a sweet boy.
So anyway, so here's so these are all from today. So here's the first one. So this is about, I don't know, like 2-3 minutes after she came inside. You can see Jack's little butt off to the left. But she makes these really goofy faces. Like, she's always smiling.
Yeah, she's got a big old grin.
Yeah, she has a big grin.
But I always... If you, like, have ever seen, like, a Kermit the Frog puppet or, like, memes of Kermit where, like, he's got a little scrunch going in the puppet, in, like, the mouth? She does, like, this little scrunch mouth that makes me think of a Kermit the Frog puppet. So I'll have to try to get photos of that.
Oops.
That's just the only thing I can make that it reminds me of, that I can think of how to describe it.
No, not
Kermit
you.
scrunch.
Sorry, hang on, guys, 1 sec. I thought I clicked on that layer, but I didn't. So this one's upside down. Hang on. Yeah, Jack is a beta male. So this is them sleeping.
Delilah's the first dog I've met that was actually smaller than Jack. Like,
yeah, Jack's very tiny.
I thought he was small.
So, like I said, Jack's a people pleaser, and people like, animals like him. So this was them a little earlier. We had to pick her up because she didn't know how to jump on our bed, but they laid down and Jack snuggled with her to try to keep her company. Mm-hmm. So right now, in my office, I have a bed in my office where I stream from, and so they're both sleeping up there right now, just laying down, having a nice day. So this is probably, how long was she in there, the shelter?
Oh, like a year and 5 months.
So this is like the quietest time she's ever had because she's just been in the shelter.
I think they were found abandoned on a property that was on a street that was pretty known for dog fighting. So I think it was suspected that was the case. So I'm not sure how long they were left alone for. They came in like decent shape, like they weren't emaciated, but just under-socialized and mistreated.
So you guys have actually seen her sister. She's the butt-nosed dog that's called Koala.
Yeah, she actually she got adopted.
And a few streams back, you guys have seen her sister.
And she went home with another dog that is much more her speed, matches her energy. Don't
mind the mess in the background, but this is them laying next to each other.
You can see her big old boobs.
So you can see her big boobs swinging. Hey, Sprinkle Cake.
They might go down a little bit because she got spayed about 2 months ago, or beginning of March.
So that's Jack in the background, and there's Delilah. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that upside-down picture was for Cornville, so he could actually see it. Oops, where'd it go? Okay, well, this one's upside down, too. So, and then this is them still on the bed. So she was sleeping on Jack's butt. Yeah, the lighter one is Delilah. She's the foster, and Jack is our dog, the black one. So that's them up on the bed.
Possibly foster fail. I don't know. You didn't say no. You still didn't say no.
This isn't the place to have this conversation.
That wasn't a no.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
And hang on, I have one more thing to show you guys. Crap, how do I add this in? Oh, media source, there we go. 1 second. Hang on, guys, hang on. Hey, The Dark Knight and Jason Voorhees, how you doing? One sec. Hang on. Let me figure it. Okay, so this... Let me pause the music. So this is Delilah snoring. So if you listen... I'll shut up in a second. It'll keep replaying. If you listen, she's snoring because she was, having such a nice little rest. So hang on. Hear me snoring? Oh, Smokey the Cat, we'll get there. So, I think you guys could hear her snoring. We can't hear audio on our side, but you guys should be able to hear it. Anyway, so I guess we should get to why we're here tonight, is to watch part 1 of the Florida TCaP sting. So,
and I don't know anything about this one, right? You haven't.
Yeah, you haven't seen this. So there's a lot of good ones.
Except for this guy. Never mind. I'll let you go. Go on.
Yeah. So this guy's David Schumacher. He's kind of like, for lack of a better term, like early 2000s, like what they would call like a wigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, he eventually does it. He's very funny.
Wait, what's that? What brand is that rhino that's on his shirt? Is that like Echo or?
No, it's like something.
Or is the brand?
It's like something unlimited.
Oh, it's
or
on
something.
the front. Okay,
Hang on.
I can't tell.
But anyway, let me get this up.
But yeah, I recognize that. That's sending me back to 2008.
Okay. I can hear her chewing. Okay, so they could hear her snoring. All right, so yeah, so this is when they did a sting in Florida. So Chris Hansen just got back from vacation, and this is what happens.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog.
Hey, Sebastian Rodriguez. Thanks for coming. Where's your tag along?
It is Echo. I was right.
Echo.
I just knew it was spelled.
I had Unlimited. You had Echo. Yeah, Echo Unlimited. Thank you, Sloth Cat and the Time Machine. Sloth Cat makes these crazy TCaP animations. But I can't show them to you until we watch all the episodes because you won't get the references.
Oh, it would be a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so let's go. So in Florida...
That guy just has a red vest on and
he's
nothing
really
else.
funny, yeah. In Florida, sorry to pause this already. In Florida, how they describe it is it's very easy to get a handgun permit. So the cops in Florida like tackle these guys, like they run after them.
I'm sure it's
tackle
just
them.
yeah,
it's
the
really funny.
infamous Florida man stories.
Yeah.
Get down now!
How often
Hey, Cool Whip Cat.
do you meet underage girls online?
Probably 10.
This guy?
Oh no, like a couple seconds ago, just the shot of it. It looked like Frankie
okay.
Muniz.
10, 15.
Right there.
Underage girls you've met online.
He doesn't
You say,
know.
if anyone ever knew about this, I would go to jail.
He confessed to everything. He knew that she was underage.
Oh, no. He brought his son with him. He's got his child with him.
So that Vince,
What?
I hope because there's two parts.
What? Like to
This
join in?
guy, they say
Maybe.
not, but it's
You never
it's
know.
one of the worst guys, and I have a lot to tell you about him when we get there. You're gonna be fuming.
Interview? Hey, how y'all doing?
Tonight, the strangest parade of suspects you've ever seen
NBC again.
on To Catch a Predator. We've been investigating the national epidemic of grown men using
Sebastian Rodriguez, are you serious?
the internet to solicit underage teens for sex. As more and more parents become aware of the dangers, so have lawmakers in Washington. Good evening, I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. Both houses of Congress have now passed a bill to create the first nationwide registry for sex offenders, which in many states includes online sex predators.
This time we take our hidden cameras to Florida. We thought we'd seen and heard just about everything, But what we found there surprised even our own Chris Hansen. A reminder, some of what you'll see is explicit.
So that guy's Clifford, so...
Okay, well,
to start off,
everyone's saying fuck Clifford, so I guess I should just expect something really, really bad.
Well, that's him. That's the guy with the kid.
Oh, okay.
So this guy, he's a great guy to start out with. So this guy, his username is generic white male. He's coming for a girl. Like, look at that dad bod. So this guy actually reminds me of your brother a little bit.
80s,
this guy reminds me of your brother a little bit, just like in
what?
look. Well, just like in look, because
What?
he has like the fro.
Why would you tell me that?
No, shut up. Just because of the fro. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like this weird look with the with the fro.
I think he's...
Hey, come on in!
Bug Ben.
I made some cookies. They're on the table.
Hi.
Take a seat.
This 49-year-old man and the teenager talking to him have never met before. He probably believes she's the 15-year-old he's been chatting online with for the last week and a half.
Oh my god.
Hey, I just had to change my shirt real quick, but just come in and watch some TV.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay. What he doesn't know is she...
Okay, so this is an episode where they have a decoy, but they don't see the decoy. So they have this girl just voiced to kind of get them into the house. So she'll talk to them the whole time.
Every dad at Kennywood.
Hey, Cod Body. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tone Day. Every dad at Kennywood.
She's really a 19-year-old actress we hired to be a decoy. And he has just walked into a Dateline hidden camera investigation.
Come on in over here. Have a seat there. Hungry? How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked?
Do you want time to finish your cookie, or?
Not really.
Okay, so you're good. If I ask you a couple questions.
It's the latest in our continuing series of investigations into online sex predators. For the first time, we're in the South, Fort Myers, Florida. Hilton Daniels is Fort Myers Chief of Police.
I've had a lot of parents call me and say, hey, I've caught my kid talking to someone over the internet.
So they always started it usually with like a story.
I've had my kids slip out of the house and go meet someone. What do I do?
While searching for a way to help parents and children in his community, Chief Daniels says he saw one of our previous broadcasts and had an idea.
No, they said if I tell you to shut up again, so you better keep your fucking mouth shut.
You better watch your tongue, boy.
Hey, Jason Spears.
Decided, well, let's get a hold of Perverted Justice.
Honest, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, so hello, Honest.
Justice, and have them teach us how to do this operation.
We're trying to make contact and get an update right now.
Perverted Justice, an online watchdog group Dateline has been working with during each of our computer predator investigations. Its members are experts at pretending to be kids online and on the phone.
Yeah, you sound nice.
Dateline hired Perverted Justice members to do what they've been doing for the last 4 years. Chat online with men looking for minors, hoping to meet the teens for sex.
Oh, wow, Jake Breaker, you're actually home. Jake Breaker's usually driving his big rig around.
Oh,
so,
nice.
like, he's actually home this time.
The members go into chat rooms and on social networking sites like MySpace and TeenSpot using profiles of young teens.
Hey, Vast, I think it's because when it's playing, our mic gets like turned down, and I don't know why, but if I pause it for when we talk, you should be able to hear us. So
sometimes the decoys act eager about having sex.
He thinks he's talking to the girl.
Since Perverted Justice members want to see these predators arrested, they were more than willing to help out the Fort Myers Police Department.
Perverted Justice says, hey, not only will we teach you, we'll come down and do it for you. So the next thing I know, we're setting up the sting operation.
His left hand is in his pocket.
Frag, his screen name from Perverted Justice, worked out a plan with Chief Daniels' officers. Once a potential predator makes a date online for sex with a minor, the chat logs will be sent to detectives and prosecutors who are staked out in the guest house behind our house.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the state attorney's office, they were reviewing the chat logs to make sure that this person had already violated state statute.
We just now got the chat log on, yeah. We'll take a look at it as soon.
Under Florida law, it's a crime for an adult to solicit sex with a minor online.
Coming to the house was kind of like the...
No, well, I think what they're saying is like if you see, there's like it's worded weird in different states.
I always
like,
ask questions about law stuff that like.
Well, it comes down to like some states are like if you're told that they're 13 and you come, it doesn't matter if it's an adult talking, and like it's weird. But yeah, I mean it's it's illegal everywhere, but I think there's different like stipulations that need to happen for different sort of crimes in each state.
Okay.
Icing on the cake.
For our latest investigation, we've come to this lovely home in an upscale neighborhood. There are 5 cameras outside, including one hidden in a palm tree. It covers.
They always get like really expensive houses.
Look at that little castle.
Yeah, it's funny.
The street from both sides, able to spot a potential predator's car a block before he
Oh, hey, Winnie Stapler and James Sanders. I didn't see you guys slipping.
arrives.
Knocking on the back door, call out.
Hey, come on in!
As for the cameras inside the house, there are
It's like
8.
they got to explain it to us every time. It's like we get it. Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
Can we get to the predators, please?
Coming your way, move.
Watch this man.
He's in the kitchen.
From the moment he walks in the door, his every move is caught on tape, although he doesn't know it
I just want
yet.
to tug his
coming into
shorts
the
out of
living
his
room.
butt crack. It's like his butt's hungry. Just
His butt's hungry. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
Generic white male's
he's
butt
eating
is
the
hungry.
cookie and his ass is eating the shorts.
Right.
Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
So apparently, I'm pretty sure that that's a glass eye. You see how it's all
It
kind of
looks
buggied
like
out.
yeah.
But anyway, he says this. The first thing he says is funny.
Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
The first thing Chris says, "Why you here?" He's like, "Is this a setup or something?" He's coming for.
Well, yes.
He's coming for Jolanda.
What do you mean?
I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael Willis, screen name generic white male. He's almost 50 years old, and he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda.
Jolanda. Man, this guy looks like he would just slay a Jolanda, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who says she's 15. He lies to her about his age, typing, "I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though. Built good."
So that's his famous line.
I'm cute though.
I'm cute though, built good.
He's
So-
cute like a chipmunk in the sense that he's got like really big cheeks.
He does have very like
chipmunk
round
cheeks.
face. But hey, Natalie, how you doing? Yeah, but that's his
He's
famous
like-
line.
yeah, he's a little chipmunk
It's
of a
this
man.
one, and we'll get to his other famous line.
Then he says,
He's cute,
We'd have to
though,
keep us a
built
secret
good.
because of the age difference.
Yeah, like he's
Younger
throwing some
girls like
nuts in
you
that
don't come
mouth.
along often. I'd want you
Or
again
some
and again.
cookies.
Then he sends an online picture of his penis to the girl who told him
Wait,
she was
no!
15.
And how did you meet her?
That
Well, of
left
course
way
I'm
too
lying.
much to the
You act like I
imagination.
know,
They could have
they-
just blurred the whole thing because
it-
now I need to dunk
You
my
see
entire
like
brain
the
in
crease
bleach.
of the stomach too, so it's like
Yeah,
really, it's really gross.
You should know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a
The
common
ugly
thing
tree
now.
hit every
Just to
branch
meet
on the way down.
young girls online.
What's so funny is that reminds me what he's gonna do when he leaves.
No, meet any women online.
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told
I
him
mean, I
she
just
was
smelled the cookies. I just smelled them. And
Right. Yeah, I
it's
just
just like a
smelled
little
the
baked
cookies.
pie on the windowsill. I just followed my nose and found the
15.
cookies.
What?
What?
Oh wait, I forgot all of his lines. Look how
the
here. Wait,
eye.
let me go back. The way he says "what" is so non-convincing.
No, no, it's not
Here,
at
watch.
all.
Listen, let's watch.
Online.
No, meet any women online.
That eyebrow.
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
What?
No way.
No way. So that's what
No
I'm gonna
way.
say to you every time now. Whenever you get the reference now, because like you always anytime somebody puts "what," "no way" in the chat, it's always read that way. What? Like it's it's such a bad acting job. What? I remind him that she's 15. What? No way. Even though we just read that in the chat, he says we're gonna have to keep your age a secret. You know what the best part is? Well, it's actually not the best part. It's the worst part. Attorney got him off. He didn't do. Like,
did he now?
Yeah, he jerked him off, and then he got him off his charges. No, he got this guy and another guy, and actually 3 guys. He argued something about perverted justice, like there was like a server crash or something, so the full chat log wasn't available. So the judge threw their cases out.
Oh.
So this guy didn't do any time or anything. I mean, he got arrested and went to jail, but he got the charges cleared. Yeah.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Just one
I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach. He just look at him walk away. You're like dying over there. I've never seen you laugh like this.
I don't know. It's just the drama, the flair.
Like how he's like, you know what? I don't want this cookie anymore. I just want to get to the beach. And he puts his hands
The cookie
up.
made me lose it.
Here we go. You're gonna laugh.
But generic white male won't be going to the beach today.
Here we
As
go.
he heads out the back, he stumbles off the porch right into the arms of the Fort.
I just love how Chris goes. He stumbles off the back porch.
Day. As he heads out the back, he stumbles off
Here
the
we
porch
go.
right into the arms.
But that was actually
That was a good save.
That recovery is actually pretty good.
He's a very dramatic man.
Yeah.
Arms of the Fort
So here they
Myers
come.
Police Department.
This is the best because they come out of like that. Hang on.
Stumbles off the porch right into the arms.
There's a garage right here, and they wait for the guy to get like halfway up the driveway, and then they just sprint at him. And then right before they get to him, they go, "Police on the ground!" They don't give the guy like really any time to react.
Arms of the Fort Myers Police Department.
Hey, Richard.
The police quickly take him down to the ground. In Florida, where it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, these officers aren't taking any chances.
The best thing to do is, as quickly as possible, was to get this person on the ground with their hands behind him and handcuffed.
He's taken
One of the dogs are snoring. I think it's Delilah. Yeah.
away in an unmarked police vehicle and brought to this transfer station. Generic white male's car is searched.
There's some condoms and things like that in there.
And he's put into a marked police car and taken to jail. The next morning, he's brought before a judge, and bail is set.
So it'll be a composite bond of $40,000. That's all.
Get up on 4. The gold car coming down.
They actually do an interview with the police officer, the detective, and she says that he admitted to everything. So he basically confessed, but then still his charges were dropped because of some server crash or something from perverted justice. So this guy got so lucky.
Damn.
Down is our boy.
After previous investigations in 4 different states, we've seen and heard some strange things. But even we were surprised at what we found here in Florida.
All I gotta say is, ain't nothing going on here, dude. Nothing funny going on here.
Nothing funny going on here, dude.
Coming up, a suspect comes knocking while his sister and her kids wait in the car. How will he explain that one?
Man, your poor sister's waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. When To Catch a Predator continues.
See, some people upload the full episode with the old, like, 2006 commercials.
Oh, that would make it feel so authentic. A real viewing experience.
R13.
You know what? I don't know if our Lord and Savior Lee Greer is in this or part 2. I think Il Reed could tell us. Il Reed, is your good twin in this part or the second part?
Cameras are in place and rolling, including one high up in a palm tree. We're able to spot a potential predator's car long before he gets to our house.
This is our boy.
The man walking in our back door is 21-year-old David Schumacher, screen name Freebird 72000. He's been chatting.
So he, what's that on your back? You have like a bug bite or something.
Yeah, it's itchy.
Wait, let me see. Where is it? Where did I find it?
Ow.
You had like a ball on your skin. It was like a bug bite.
Yeah, it's a bug bite.
Anyways, so this guy, Joey's TCaP channel just did a video about him. So he just always gets arrested, like even after this. Like he's like a degenerate. So what happened is that a woman pulled into a gas station and she was putting gas in her car, and then some woman's car wouldn't start or something like that, and she got out to help this other woman, and she heard her car turn on, and she turned around, and David Schumacher was in her car, and I don't know if he drove away, but he got arrested. Like the police caught him. I don't know if he just stayed in the car and wouldn't leave, but he was telling the police that the car had nuclear bombs in it or something. Like it was like he was crazy. But he spent the last 11 of 19 years in prison. So basically half the time, 20 years he's been in prison.
Jeez.
Heading online with a decoy posing as a young teen named B.
Knock, knock.
Hey, come on in.
Our 19-year-old actress, the decoy playing B, invites him.
This girl, I think is like the best decoy because she's very petite.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't have like a big chest or anything. She's like she just looks young and like she looks prepubescent.
Yeah, she has. Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah.
Men.
You can try one of my cookies. They're so good.
Ilrig, I just said that I watched Joey's video on it.
Yeah, the last guy can vouch for those cookies.
Yeah.
Make them?
Yeah, I made them.
Here, wait.
Invites him in.
You can try one of my cookies. They're so good.
Did you make them?
Yeah, I made them myself.
All right, I eat mine.
Do that chain.
I like
hang
chocolate
low.
chip.
Online, he invites the girl, who told him she was 14 and a virgin, to a birthday party. And from his online chat, it appears he has his sights on a party for two.
I used to type like that.
Everybody did.
So if you were,
but I was in 8th grade.
If you were at least a teenager in the mid 2000s, and you had MySpace and stuff,
Like,
I wish MySpace was still around so I could look at all the stupid fucking comments I left on people's profiles.
Or no, like
because
ChatSpeak was just fucking.
It was just you
insane.
sounded like you were stupid, like you're an 87.
Yeah,
like
what's up, NMU?
Yeah,
like,
and
not,
then
not
what is just HAT or HUT? I'm sorry, WUT. Sorry, I was trying to say is you remove the H, and then like was WAZ. Like we just all sounded so stupid.
Or like you just put Z's on everything.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Yeah.
RARXD.
I want to be your first, baby.
Okay.
You gonna put my in your mouth? Cause I like that.
I guess I can try it.
Just let me drive, baby. I'll show you heaven.
Let me drive.
He goes on to talk about having different kinds of sex with the virgin.
Oh, I know, Allison, it's still out there, but our profiles are wiped, so there's nothing on there that you can see.
And then gets almost poetic.
Do you want to make love or for your first time?
What's the difference?
It's just raw passion, and making love is a connection of bodies, I guess.
Freebird 72,000 also
Ilrig, aren't you like 1 year younger than us?
mentions online.
Hey, Michael Mendoza.
That he's going to bring marijuana.
Did you bring some green?
No, we're gonna smoke some, but we're gonna get some.
Cookies are good munchies.
And you tell me parents rich, what do they do for a living?
I know, he is quintessential mid 2000s.
Hey, why don't you have a seat right over there?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? What's happened?
Like so many of the men who walk into this house, the man sits and answers questions. He can't figure out if I'm the girl's father or a police officer. And remember, he has no idea he's being videotaped.
What's going on?
You tell me?
He's 21, I think. 21 or 22.
Hey, what's going on?
You a dad or something?
What are you doing here?
I'm David. How you doing?
David, I'm Chris. Nice to see you. How's everything?
Good. Chilling.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Ilri. You're just 1 year younger than us.
Birthday party.
So the girl here was going to go with you to the birthday party.
Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
What's your date's name for the party?
B.
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 And how
He
old is
probably
B?
had like 3 medicated brownies before.
Well, yeah, he
He's
talks
clearly...
about he needed to go get green before they went to the party.
Well, yeah, but like he's just so unbothered. He doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She didn't really tell me.
But she did tell him. Online, she typed her age, 14, female, South Florida. And he said, what would your parents say about you talking to someone as old as
I
me?
should say whenever you come to bed at 2 a.m.
Just making their normal stream announcement. Bend Over is here, and they are gay, so please hit him up. Men only, please.
Then Freebird seems to worry I'm a cop.
You seem like law enforcement. I happen to know law enforcement.
You do. So you're an expert in this area.
No, I'm just saying you.
Correct, Brown Eye.
You come off as law enforcement.
Really? You know how you come off?
How's that?
Somebody who's very nervous. Somebody who came over here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old?
14-year-old.
I read him.
Look how this... There's been some great actors in this episode. You ready to watch?
Somebody who came over here to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old?
14-year-old.
I read him some of what he said online.
Are you sexy naked? Have you ever played with yourself? You gonna put my in your mouth?
Man, I like
Because I like that, I'll teach you.
I like talk dirty. Hey, C&J Dev. So again, everybody, this is C&J Dev's cat Orion. So look how cute that little gray cat is. So thanks for sending him in, C&J Dev.
I'm trying to say it makes it look like you came here.
I didn't come here. I came
to
pick
have
her up.
sex with an underage girl.
We were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
And what role were you playing exactly here?
So remember what he just said, role-playing chat room. Keep that in your mind, okay?
People play roles, man. Anytime, never asked role-playing. People just talk. My God, dude. Is this some kind of hold-up, man? You got a warrant? Because, I mean, if the girl don't want to come and if you got a problem...
A warrant? What are you, a defense lawyer now?
I'm saying, man. You don't got no cause to hold me. I got no problem sitting here to talk to you.
Right?
He had, well, first he's not a cop, but if he was, he would definitely have cause to hold you. You came to meet a young kid.
He sticks to the
understanding.
Well, he's been arrested like a bunch even before.
So like it's nothing.
So,
he's not even phased.
Yeah.
Story that he's here to take the girl to a party, but it turns out he didn't come here alone. Waiting outside in the car is his sister and her.
Okay, so yeah, so his sister had to drive them, and her little. So she didn't. Apparently, she says that she didn't know. That her brother just said, "Hey, can we go pick up this girl I've been talking to?"
Okay, so
she
not
didn't
like
bring
accomplice.
the kid. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
See, but however, she does. Here, listen to what she says. But the kid wasn't there for anything. They were going to a birthday party. But listen to what she says.
2 young children. He says his sister was going to drive them to the party.
Yeah. And your poor sister...
Oh, maybe not, but
sister's waiting outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah.
So, because you had to come over here and have sex with
yeah, there were 2 kids in the car.
14-year-old
I didn't come over here to have sex.
Why would you put that sister of yours
I didn't come over here to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party, dude.
We learn his sister apparently didn't know he was trying to meet an underage girl. Later, you'll find out what happens when I tell him I'm with Dayton.
Nothing funny going on here.
There are more potential predators to confront. As you can see, the palm tree cam picks up another man headed our way. This time, he's riding a motorcycle.
Never mind.
No, what?
No, you know, like when people would put like mannequin heads, like they would under their hoodie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what that looked like.
Yeah.
Cycle.
He's parking right by the door.
Instead of coming in right away, he stays outside and smokes a cigarette. Our actress tries to get him to come inside.
Call him. He's getting nervous.
Hey, come on in!
All right, you just put a cigarette in the trash. He's heading towards the door.
He's 45-year-old Dennis Ramsey, a truck driver, screen name Daddy for You.
There's a lot of
Daddy
truck
for
drivers.
You.
A lot of truck drivers get caught in this show.
He drove 4 hours to meet a girl who told him online she was 14, home alone, and willing to have sex with him. Online, Daddy for You says, I just met you. I like you. And the world says it's wrong because I'm older than you. Then later...
This guy, he's actively looking for a kid.
Gross.
So and watch him make all these excuses. But he just gave it away. Like, he just said an awful thing.
Under a different screen name, Bluegrass Rules, he brings up the idea of having sex with her in a roundabout way.
I said we can't have sex, but that's up to you.
It might be okay.
They always...
If we do, you have to...
always put it up to the kid.
Yeah,
like,
so that
hey,
they can try to put the blame on
I won't
them.
rape you, but it's up to you if you want to have sex, which is statutory rape to begin with. But they always... That's how predators always put it on the kid. Or at least set it up to seem like, well, she said she wanted it. Well, she didn't, you know. Hey, Dan's Jeans.
Assure me, no one will ever find out.
And where are you?
Oh, hey! I'm just picking out a jacket to wear on the bike. Just take a seat.
He's also eating a cookie.
Oh, shit. I had top chat on this whole time. Sorry, everybody, if I missed any chats. I just put a poll up, so if everybody could please vote.
Place.
Glad you like it.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over that chair?
Oh, man.
Thanks for smoking outside. Go ahead. Please have a seat. What are you up to?
Well, I knew this was going to happen.
He tells me he has kids of his own and drove 4 hours.
It's always...
I hate it.
So this guy is going to pull the feel bad for me card.
Simply to warn our teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers on the internet.
I came to let her know that when you do that, you can be anybody.
So you came to help her out of the goodness of your heart?
No, that sounds stupid, but maybe you could say that. I don't know.
And what about his chat log?
You ask her what size her boobs are.
Boobs are.
She says 32B. You say yummy.
I don't know why that just happened. Chris talks so funny. Boobs are. I don't know why he says it like that. Oops.
No, what'd you do?
Nope, there we
When you
go.
get somewhat suspicious, you
32B. You say...
say, you're not trying to set me up, are you? Are you a cop? If anyone ever knew about this, I would go to jail.
I can't tell you how ashamed I am.
And as you'll see later, he'll be even more ashamed when he finds out he's going to be on national television. But first, there are more men about to arrive for their date with a young teen. Some won't stay long.
No, sir. Wait a minute.
So we don't get to see a lot. So this was in the heyday when they would get like 40 guys in a weekend. So we only see like 6. I mean, they show some of them walking in, but we only see the interview of a few.
Mm-hmm.
And one man wants to take his
Okay, and this guy's fucking... He's one of my most hate... Like, I fucking hate this guy.
date for a ride.
Come here.
And coming up a little later tonight, one of the most profoundly troubling cases we've seen. A father brings his own small child along on a date to meet an underage teen and walks into a confrontation he never expected.
Just wait until I tell you the information on this.
I gotta tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you just straight up right now.
To Catch a Predator continues in a moment.
I'm feeling a little bit nauseous.
He's coming, Emily. Hold on.
It's very upsetting. Like,
well, I'm feeling terrible for this kid, because can you imagine?
You'll feel even more terrible.
Wave. Oh, he saw you. He's hitting the brakes and backing up.
During our undercover operations, it's not uncommon for potential predators to appear
This
hesitant
is one of the only times they actually had her go outside. So she's out there trying to wave
about
him in.
walking
Oh, that's right, because it's Thomas Moffat.
in the door.
He's trying to wave her out to the street. No way.
But we've never seen anyone like this man.
Wait, is this the one
Bringing
who's
his car all the
behind
way-
me, or is it
Yeah,
the guy
so
with the
his
kid?
name's Thomas. Well, both of them. Thomas, well, he's the smug, arrogant asshole.
Bad guy.
I'm gonna hate him too.
He thinks he's very smart. Like, he thinks he's super
bring him
smart.
on. I
he
wanna
thinks
rip him apart.
he thinks he's saying the right thing. But here's the thing: this guy also doesn't get his he also gets his charges dropped because he had the same attorney as the first one.
He pulls in around
Oh, now
back
I'm
and
extra
starts
mad.
asking the decoy, our actress playing a young teen, to come outside.
No, you come here.
It's almost
No, you
4
come
o'clock
here.
in the morning when 44-year-old
stud.
Thomas Moffat, screen name Moff 1960, pulls up to our house. He's a maintenance engineer for the Boca Raton Resort, a married man with 3 children. He drove more than 2 hours to meet a girl named Tony who said she was 15. Really, it's a decoy from Perverted Justice.
I'm trying to hit on you and you're laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. Am I freaking you out?
Why would you freak me out?
Because I'm 44 and I'm hitting on you? So would you ever fool around with an old guy like me?
Once they set up an actual date...
Hang on, guys. 1 second. Hang on.
What?
I don't know. Sorry, there we go. I don't know why the closed captions were on.
To meet at her house, Moff 1960 makes his plans very clear.
Okay, how about after I come in, I'll strip?
No!
For reals?
Sure, if you want me to.
You're kidding me.
Again, if you want me to.
Please,
it's
no.
always, well, the kid wanted me to. Don't worry.
Nope.
You can take your clothes off.
There is a guy in this thing that comes in naked, and we'll meet Marvin in due time.
In the laundry room if you want to.
He finally gets out of his car, but won't come any closer than the back step.
And you said you were going to do something for me in the laundry room. Were you lying to me? Are you going to back out on me? Because that's what I feel like you're going to do now.
Cautious.
Moff 1960 senses something different about the girl in the house.
Can you come here, please?
I'm right here.
Please?
Please? Can you please come here?
In fact, something is different. Our actress is not actually the decoy who sent Moff 1960 a photograph of herself and spoke to
Thank you, Amy. I forgot she says this coming up.
him on the phone. That was a member of Perverted Justice.
You haven't acted this way when we've talked before.
Oh, really? Well, talking in person is a little different than talking online.
And you don't sound the same in person as you did on the phone.
Well...
Oh, your picture looks different, too.
This odd conversation goes on for half an hour.
Yeah, he stands there for a half an hour trying to get her to come out.
At one point, he tells her to show him proof that she is who she says she is.
Get your library card.
Get your library card.
There is everything about that sentence is disgusting.
Library cards don't
in this context.
Library cards don't have a picture on it, though. I mean, sure, it would have her name, but they could just make a lot like.
I mean, the library card I had as a kid, it was just.
It's just like
it
a
had
piece
my
of
name
paper.
that I had to sign in cursive.
Yeah, that's all they are.
That was it.
He pays.
Hey, Juniper, how you doing?
Is outside, peeking in the window. When the decoy comes back without her library card, he tries to convince her to get in his car and go to Walgreens.
Where's the Walgreens at?
Where's the Walgreens at? It's weird to me when these guys in the chat ask a 13-year-old how to get to their house. Like, they ask 13-year-old for directions. And what's even weirder is they don't think it's weird that a kid knows precise directions to their house. They're like, okay, so you're going to get on 65 and you're going to stay in the left-hand lane. In about 3 miles, there's an exit. You want to take that exit, but it's a fork exit, so you got to stay in the right.
Yeah, that should have been red flag.
A kid, I didn't know,
I mean, these guys clearly aren't.
You don't know where you're until you really drive. You don't know where the fuck you're going. Because why would you?
I don't know where I wing it all the time. I don't know where
the
fuck I go.
Just a little tip is what my mom told me when I started driving. So I've had my license for like 12 years now. Just remember, you can always turn around. So when you're driving and you think you're about to miss
Unless
a turn,
you live in Pittsburgh.
That's true. Pittsburgh's a little annoying, but my point though is that if you're panicking, just remember you can always turn around. Sure, it might not be for 5-10 minutes, but don't swerve across lanes trying to get an exit. Just make sure, just go up, turn around, and then come back. So I've always thought that was helpful because it kind of calms you a little bit when you're freaking out about making a wrong turn. So just remember, you can always turn around. Driving tips by Winnie's boyfriend/husband.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
There we go. We missed it.
Where's the Walgreens at?
This is what she says.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
This is ridiculous. She tries to say ridiculous. This is ridiculous. She tries to say retarded and ridiculous at the same time.
No, I get it. I'm just.
The Walgreens at?
This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
Gruel.
As we told you earlier, Fort Myers police officers are staked out in the guest house. So as the man tries to get in his car,
get out! Get down!
He's arrested.
Down! Put your hand behind your back!
So we never get to tell him he's going to be on Dateline. And he wasn't the only one.
Okay, guys, he's out of the car. He's walking really, really fast.
What? This 24-year-old, Elazar Henson, screen name Importuner81, is here after making a date online with a girl posing as a 13-year-old. He told her he'd bring marijuana.
Did you bring the pot?
He begins to look around and appears to spot our crew upstairs.
Pot?
Yeah, did you bring the pot?
No.
And he takes off.
Go take him. Take him.
Yeah, they screech in because they're in cars down the street.
He's like,
and they
gotta get that pussy.
Here comes.
Hey, Dan Jones.
Another man who doesn't stick around very long.
He's coming up the driveway. He's walking fast.
He's 43-year-old Freddie Fernandez, screen name Latin Hawk 63. He's been having an X-ray.
Hey, this guy's Jordan. They're both Latin.
Online.
You don't know who Jordan is yet. Oh, you'll eventually learn. I mean, you do know, but not a lot.
Oh.
On chat with a decoy posing as a 15-year-old. Like several men in our investigations,
See, look, this guy's skinny, and they actually cropped out everything. So that other guy, the kind of bigger guy, they didn't crop out his stomach, they just cropped out his dick.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking
even
at.
sent her a picture of his penis.
Hey, how are you? All right. You have a seat right in that chair. No, sir. Wait 1 minute.
Get down! Wait, tennis match.
And they just throw these guys down in Florida.
Yeah, they just took them.
He's walking up the driveway.
And here's another man who doesn't realize he's walked into our investigation. This case of a man who calls himself Pepe is a first.
Well, you kind of just did the meme. Pepe. Just let's I don't know when they tell you the twist of this predator, but let's see how long it takes you to notice if they don't say it right up front.
For us.
Hey, Pepe, I'm in here.
Do it again.
Hey, Pepe, come on in.
He's 41-year-old Jose Falcon, screen name Florida, in Miami. He's been chatting online with a girl who said she was 12 and a virgin. He lies about his age, saying he's 27, and he says he has plans to teach the 12-year-old how to have sex. He describes in X-rated detail what he wants to do to her. The picture sent to him is of our actress.
So they actually use the picture. See, because you know the last guy was like, you don't look anything like your picture? They actually use the actress.
Now she's trying to get him in the house.
Hey, Pepe, I'm in here.
Do it again.
Hey, Pepe, are you there? Hey, come on in. Come on in, Pepe.
It takes.
So what do you think is wrong with him? Why didn't he come inside?
Is he a vampire?
Yeah, he has to be invited in. He's a vampire. No, what would cause him to?
Well, did he see something and he
No,
knows?
he didn't see something. It's another one of the senses, though.
Is there a ghost?
No, just we'll have Chris.
I don't know what
explain
you're
it.
going at.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Our decoy a while.
But anyway, look how she power walks away here. Wait, here we go. Watch.
It takes our decoy a while to get him inside, and when she does, I come out.
Here we go.
Mark, please have a seat right here. No.
Oh, is he deaf?
Yeah, he's deaf. So
he's pretending to be deaf?
No, he's deaf. She's standing in the house going, "Hey, Pepe, I'm in here. Hey, and he can't hear her. And so he's just standing out back, and they don't know he's deaf.
Oh, no!
They don't know he's deaf.
Indicates to me he's deaf.
Oh, it's okay.
I like how...
Can you read something?
And then heads for the door.
I like how the guy's smiling. He's like, "No, thank you, bye."
Looks like this guy's deaf.
But I don't know if we heard it, but Chris goes, "Can you read something?" And he was like, "Bye." Like, he just left.
Guys.
But they actually don't tackle this guy from what I remember because they know because they tell him he's deaf.
And then heads for the door.
Looks like this guy's deaf, guys.
So they,
As
I mean,
for
they
the
don't
rest of the potential predators who
they don't give him like a big tackle.
do stick around, they're full of excuses.
Looking for work and stuff.
Here's your boy.
But what will they say when they find out they're going to be on national television?
How y'all doing? NBC?
How y'all doing?
Red was the color of his shirt. It was also the color of his face. Coming up, how will he react when he's nabbed by police?
14-year-old girls, I got all kind of girls. Clearly not.
To Catch a Predator continues.
Welcome back to our latest investigation into online sex predators. Tonight we're in Florida, where we've rented a home in an upscale neighborhood and set it up with 13 hidden cameras. So far we've seen all kinds of men driving up to the house to meet up with someone posing as an underage teen home alone. Now another one is on the way, and soon all these men will learn what's really happening. They're being exposed on national television. Again, Chris Hansen.
Parking out front. He's out of the vehicle.
Here's your boy.
The man in the black hat is 31-year-old Thomas Coffin, a self-employed
You
handyman.
should see what this guy looks like now.
Thomas
I'll show you
Coffin.
now.
He's here after making a date online for sex with a girl pretending to be 14.
You want to say that again? Well, so they could hear you.
Thomas Coffin on this dick.
He tells her, "I am into young girls. I like them better than the older girls." And he goes further, admitting he's done this before. When the decoy types, "How young have you dated, though?" he says 14.
So this guy is a pedophile predator. He just admitted to dating a girl he was 14.
Cool.
Come on in, I'm in here. I'm just getting changed. I got
Look how
some
happy he is.
chocolate on my shirt.
Trying to find this place was hard.
He turns into an absolute
It's not
bitch.
the only thing that's hard.
Yeah. He turns into an absolute bitch when Chris walks out.
Online, he tells the girl posing as a 14-year-old several times that he loves her. He also makes it clear he's coming to the house to have sex with her. He even sends her a picture of himself naked.
Hey, how are you?
No.
But when I
you
show
have a
up,
seat on
he
that,
explains
stool for me
it's
there.
all a
Time
big
does not
misunderstanding.
What's up?
I'm looking for work and stuff.
Looking for work and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they just said he's 31. He looks like he's 45. looking for work and stuff. What are you doing here? Looking for work and stuff?
Yeah.
Watch. He's one of these guys that lie and lie and lie, and then
it's like his tractor is sexy, and that's the only thing that's sexy.
See, the thing about like lying to like you have to be quick. This guy's not smart enough to like continue the lie. So watch.
And what kind of work were you looking for here exactly?
I do blacktop sealing.
And what brought you to this address exactly? Did the owner of the house call you for blacktop work, or?
I put ads out and stuff.
Really? And did you bring all your blacktop stuff with you?
And just come down just to look at it.
I love when Chris goes along with it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, did you bring your stuff? Well, why are you
Just to look at it. Now, do you want to start the story again?
What do you mean?
Tell the truth.
I talked to a lot of people.
So you weren't really here to give an estimate for a blacktop job?
No.
That was a lie.
Sorry about that.
He also seemed sorry he sent that picture.
That's appropriate?
No.
To send to a 14-year-old girl?
He doesn't deny he sent the picture, but does he know it's a possible crime?
Do you know that this is illegal to send something like this to someone you think is underage? Do you get that?
Yeah. Oh, it won't happen again. I can tell you that one.
Then he, hey, you got 5 more years.
I bet it won't.
Tries to.
Wait, what? Happen? He goes, it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it won't.
Yeah, these guys do it till they get caught, and then hope that they could get out of it so they can continue to do it. There's so we'll get to Murphy, Texas. That's a sting. All the guys in that sting, all their charges are dropped, like everybody, for a reason we'll get to. But a lot of those guys then get caught again in other stings. So
explain it all away as one big computer glitch.
I shut down my computer and stuff, and my computer's messed up.
Your computer, so it just, magically typed itself like a player piano?
No, it's messed up. I'm saying I got a virus in it and stuff.
Oh, it's messed up.
This guy just blamed a virus in his computer for, I like how he goes, yeah, I got a virus in my computer.
I got a porn ad for child pornography.
So that typed to the whole chat, this virus talked to this little kid, but somehow you showed up.
This conversation. So what was your intent today? Just to babysit until she's old enough to...
Just come over to say hi. That was it.
But how will he explain that online the decoy asked him to bring condoms, and he just happens to have them in his shirt pocket?
I always have them on.
You always carry them right there in your pocket?
Well, yeah, I sit on, they end up getting crushed.
Do you see how this looks, Thomas?
Yeah, it looks bad.
And it looks bad.
They end up getting crushed. I always like the way he says crushed. I keep them in my front pocket because they get crushed, like the way he says it. Hey, clown with a knife. Watch out, everybody. Clown with a knife is here.
Ad for
Clobber better watch out if he's here.
All the men you've seen walking...
Sorry, I think I just peeked the mic there. I apologize.
...in our door.
I don't like myself right now at all, man.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens on the internet.
Like most of the men who find out they've been caught in a Dateline undercover investigation, this man, the 45-year-old truck driver who made plans online to meet a girl who told him she was 14, has nothing more to say.
You're obviously free to walk out that door that you came in.
I will do that. Thank you.
But he won't get...
And what I always like is that even though they were just recorded and they know they're going to be on TV, there's like a sigh of relief almost because they're not the cops. And so a lot of these guys walk out thinking they're just embarrassed, and then the best part,
they think it's a slap on the wrist, and their pride's just hurt.
And then the cops are, hey, Joy. Then the cops are just gonna fucking crush them.
Get down! Get your ass on the ground now!
Fort Myers police are ready to make the arrest.
Do everything you're told. You will not get hurt.
He's taken away in an unmarked police car and brought to a transfer station.
Spread your legs out.
Where he's searched.
You gotta search your butthole. Have you checked your butthole? Skeet up, bada, butthole. I have not seen your keys, but if you're asking me, why don't you check up that butthole?
Put in another car and transported to jail. Meanwhile, back at our house, another man thinks...
if Cornville Three-Way is here, maybe we can play him another 2000s meme that for some reason he's never seen. Hey, Sue, how you doing?
Thinks he has his own solution to being exposed on national...
Hey, Sue, do you have an email address that you could put in the chat?
Television. Remember the 21-year-old who duped his sister into driving him to meet a girl who said she was 14?
We're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids on the internet.
Hey man, I don't want to be on the news. You feel me?
We are filming.
So he goes, I don't want to be on the news. You feel me? And Chris goes, we are filming. He mishears him. Why is the fucking captions come back on?
I don't want to be on the news. You feel me?
We are filming.
We are filming.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog. Now, if there's anything else you want to tell me...
He quickly comes up with a disguise. And as far as interviews go, this may be a television first.
All I got to say is ain't nothing going on here, dude.
Lauren's love child is here. So you must be imaginary.
Nothing funny going on here.
Nothing funny going on.
No.
Like, it is funny when people do this. Like, they pull their hat down, or they put their face in their shirt, as if they haven't been filming you for the last 10 minutes of you sitting in the living room.
Girl, if the girl's really 14, then I know, but...
She told you she was 14.
We were in a role-playing chat room.
I know, look at him. He's so funny.
ridiculous.
Look, that's where that's where it comes from. He's just sitting there like, he looks like he has no neck, a small head, and big shoulders. He's just like, meh.
Dude.
You know how many times I hear that?
Am I being held up here?
You're not being held up. You're free to walk out that same door you walked in.
Do y'all want an interview? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay. How y'all doing? NBC?
NBC.
NBC. And you're
Chris Hansen.
All right,
Dateline NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC for a second here. I don't know what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe I'll
do dip. I don't know why, but like the way his bottom lip is like.
No, he wants to put a cigarette in, so I don't think he does. I don't think he's gonna dip right now.
I don't know. It just makes it.
He does.
Looks like he's trying to hold something.
Yeah, the whole story because this girl.
Because I know he wants to smoke a cigarette, but
is in a role-playing chat room. Whose house is this? Can I smoke the cigarette?
No, you can't smoke in this one.
I didn't think so.
You can smoke outside.
All right, dude.
He decides to go out the front.
What's funny is he goes out the front door and starts running, and so the cops have to then chase him.
Run into the car.
Like,
move.
But that doesn't stop detectives from catching him and placing him under arrest.
Like right into the bumper of the car.
And when he shows up at the transfer station, police search him, and he keeps talking.
Y'all thought y'all was gonna get some green. Hey, NBC, 2 words, role-playing chat room, dude.
2 words.
Chat room, dude.
2 words. Role-playing chat room.
Chat room, dude.
Role-playing chat room, dude. That's right. I forgot that he says dude. But that's one of his favorite lines. Or his famous lines, I should say.
The girl was role-playing, man.
We checked with Perverted Justice and were told he met the decoy in a Florida romance.
So it's still bad.
That is. Hey, Lauren's burn phone is getting in the shower, so Lauren's burn phone is naked right now. Ha ha.
Ooh, spicy.
Room, not a role-playing chat room.
What's that for your pedophile thing?
Yeah.
And the transcripts of his online chats and phone calls were enough for police to charge him with a felony.
Good, because when I get found not guilty, I'm sue somebody.
Even after he's placed in the police car, he goes on talking.
I'm not guilty, man. Do I look like I need 14-year-old girls? I'm gonna put 14-year-old girls, dude. I got all kind of girls.
And he has even more to say when he's brought to the jail.
NBC again. How y'all doing, NBC?
It turns out there was at least one thing he said earlier that turned out to be true.
I happen to know law enforcement.
He has quite a long rap sheet. In 2000.
I happen to know law enforcement.
Yeah, he's like, I know law enforcement because he's been arrested a bunch. Look at all those mugshots.
He looks like he just looks like that. In
2002, he led police on a high-speed chase.
Yeah, basically.
In a stolen car. He was also convicted of grand theft and trying to sell the stolen goods. And twice, he was convicted of battery. Back at the transfer station, police are searching suspects' vehicles.
I think it's the Coffin 1012.
This car belongs to the 31-year-old man in the black hat. He was planning on meeting a girl who said she was 14.
He had some condoms that were in there. The address of the location was on there on a piece of paper, so we took all that as evidence.
This car belongs to the man who ran after spotting our crew. He showed up to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Located notebook with some address to the target house. Cell phone, 2 condoms.
There, yeah, he's busting out the magnums.
His giant condom.
Hey, T.
Magnum Dong.
Hey, T. Hizity.
Kodak Funsaver camera, and 3 adult magazines.
And this car belongs to the 45-year-old who was too afraid.
Oh, this isn't. Never mind. This isn't like
older.
the mid-2000s.
I mean, there was obviously internet porn back then, but it's that was the ice machine. This old guy, he would probably still buy Playboy magazine.
Cracks me up whenever they're just like,
you walk into a gas station.
Magazines.
You walk into a gas station at 1 a.m. It always seems like there's a cop in the back magazine section looking at a Playboy through the plastic and like eating a donut. I feel like I always see cops doing that.
Protect and serve.
To come into the house and meet a girl who told him she was 12.
That's not right. Like an over-the-counter bag or something.
Was that a pill bottle?
What kind of
That's not right.
Sexual. It's
I was
something.
gonna say that looked like some kind of
It's
Viagra
like a pill.
type
Yeah.
boner pill.
Like an over-the-counter bag or something.
Over the counter.
What kind of effort did it take for the police to handle an operation this big? Chief Hilton Daniels is
handle this real big investigation. You're gonna need a Magnum condom.
The man in charge.
We had 50-something police officers. We had officers from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and we had attorneys from the state attorney's office directing the takedowns.
And it was the interrogations, according to Chief Daniels, that proved to be their best evidence.
They confessed to exactly what was read to them off the chat logs. Hello?
Remember this man, Michael Willis, screen name generic white male? He's the 49-year-old who came to meet a girl who said she's 15. He was the one who threw the cookie.
You know what? I don't want this cookie.
And left.
I have some more questions for you.
He could walk away from Dateline's interview.
Describing thing for him. He's the one that threw the cookie.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't walk away from.
He throws the cookie.
Disrespectful.
Zachary Stanford. I'm not sure if I said hi to you, so hello, Zachary.
Detective Jennifer.
Home baked.
They were home.
You asshole.
Home baked.
Ladelpha.
Confessed to everything, that he had solicited her over the internet, stated that he knew that she was underage, and that he'd come down here to make his fantasy come to fruition.
While for some men it might take getting arrested and then being
to fruition. I don't like that.
interrogated before confessing, back at the house you're about to meet two men who admit doing things you won't believe.
I had nude pictures of her on my computer.
Coming up, it's not the first time our next suspects say they've targeted underage teens.
How often do you meet underage girls online?
Told me that's what it's called now.
Yeah, CSAM.
Probably 10, 15.
10, 15. Underage girls you've met online.
Yeah, Frankie
Doppelganger.
Muniz. Yep, it's Frankie Muniz.
To Catch a Predator continues in a moment.
That's true, Eel Reeg. Lee Greer isn't fat, he's just cultivating mass. It's time to stop cultivating and start harvesting. It's from Sonny. That's what Dennis says to Mac when he's fat. Remember?
Oh, I do remember that.
He's pulling in the driveway. Go out and throw a little wave at him.
This is 27-year-old Eric Thornton, screen name Balin79. He drove 4 hours thinking he was going to meet a girl who told him online she was 14. At one point during the chat, he gets on his webcam and masturbates and types, "Did you see it?" The decoy says, "Not really, too dark," and he types back, "Shoot," and then brags about what he had just done.
Yo, Liz.
Now
Yo, Liz.
he's in our house.
Hey, come on in.
All right.
I made some chocolate chip cookies and I left them on the table. Just take a seat. I'll be right there.
That's fine. No problem.
That's fine. So this guy...
Yeah.
Sorry, well, I'll go back so you can hear him talk. He brought so much alcohol. Just like he names it all. It's really funny. Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
See, I'll be right there.
That's fine. No problem. You're good.
You like them? I made them all by myself. I can't wait to see you.
I know.
That's my favorite. I say that all the time.
What?
I can't wait to see you.
Is he drunk already?
Maybe.
I made them all by myself. I can't wait to see you.
I know.
I know. I say I know all the time like that. Typically to my twin. Like, we'll always just go, I know.
Online, he said he'd bring alcohol and condoms, so the actress asks him about it.
What kind of alcohol did you bring?
Here we go. You ready for this long grocery list of alcohol?
I brought Absolute Citron, I brought Mandarin Orange, I brought a shot of Jägermeister, I got Bush.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, I could get some more if I need to.
Like, why does he need all that alcohol?
He literally listed 3 things.
No, he listed like 4, but what I mean though is it's like what, like that's a lot of like alcohol
You
to
made
bring.
it sound like he was gonna have
and
like
he has a bunch of
2
beer.
minutes of just
No,
like listing 17 things, and I was like,
just-
I've had jungle juice with less stuff.
But what I mean though is like he brought all that to get a little kid drunk. Like that's a lot of alcohol.
that is excessive.
Like usually these guys will just bring like a thing of Mike's Hard, and this guy bought like 4 things of liquor.
Well, you know what? You'd think that he would buy something that would appeal to a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah,
so,
like Mike's Hard.
Something sugary.
Oh, Mike's Hard hated that they
Mike's
perverted...
Hard Dick?
Yeah, Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
They did not like that Perverted Justice would always ask for the Predator to bring Mike's Hard. Because then they thought it'd be named...
Yeah,
like they thought it'd become the
Predator
Predator drink, but it's not. I mean, that's obviously just free advertising.
It's just...
Like they didn't really... You don't really associate it with that. If anything, it's good. They're using it to lure in predators.
Man, I got some good memories with Mike's Hard. And bad.
Did you bring condoms?
Food.
Well, with all that, it sounds like you've got a pretty big night planned, huh?
I love Chris always has to think of something to say.
Paused at a good spot.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying his face was...
Well, with all that, it sounds like you've got a pretty big night planned, huh?
Yep.
2 different kinds of vodka. Brought some beer. And what else?
That's it.
That's it. Condoms.
Forgot the shot.
So what was your plan here tonight?
My plan? Just to hang out.
To hang out.
What was your plan here
And you thought it was okay as a 27-year-old to come here and meet a 14-year-old with alcohol and condoms?
No, not at all.
Then why did you do it?
Because I just thought it was like a good idea.
A good idea? Turns out he says this isn't the first time he's gone after underage teens.
How often do you meet underage girls online and set up a visit?
Not that much.
Ballpark it for me.
Probably 10, 15.
10, 15. Have you met them in person? And what did you do when you met them in person?
Well, actually, I didn't really meet him.
He keeps changing his story. Finally, he admits he has a problem when it comes to chatting with underage girls online.
I've went to counseling many times.
So based upon the fact that you're here to meet a 14-year-old, that counseling isn't working out too well, is it?
Some underage vagina.
Poon. He's here to get some 13-year-old poon.
I do not like that
Poon
word.
tang.
Stop.
Poon.
I'm gonna
That just
slap
reminds
you.
me.
I will slap
of
you.
Mr. Garrison in South Park. He's like, I love poon. Like when he's trying not to, like he's trying to fight the rumors he's gay. I love poon.
It's possible that the counseling isn't working because he says he stopped going about 5 months ago.
Did you plan on spending the night?
Yes, I wanted to spend the night, but I didn't want to do anything too graphic until I actually met that person.
Well, what do you think should happen to you, Eric?
Just go home and learn from this. I didn't want to do anything too graphic until
he doesn't want to do anything too graphic.
I actually met that person.
Well, what do you think should happen to you, Eric?
Just go home and learn from this.
But he's not going to get off that easy. It's time to tell him who I am.
I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC, and
He doesn't run when he sees the cameras. Instead, he decides to give any potential predator this advice.
Like a Chris Hansen meat suit with like 12 ducks.
Whatever you do.
Yeah, Chris just unzips. He's like,
12
here
ducks,
we go.
one on top of the other.
And he just starts to unzip.
Sorry, I cracked myself
And then they
up.
just go like, whack, whack, whack. Like they just start running around the room.
Do not get into underage people at all.
Thank you, sir.
That's some great advice. Everybody, make sure that you take that advice.
Learn from this man.
I feel regretful. I feel horrible that I did this.
But that heartfelt speech, those words of wisdom, won't help him this time around.
Crumbs on his chin.
Please get down the ground! This guy,
wisdom.
he's actually smart because he's one of the only guys that realizes that he's got to dive into the grass, or else these guys are going to be on top of him on cement.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny Utah.
Wisdom
he actually
won't help him this
thinks real quickly to jump onto the grass.
time around.
Please get down the ground! Down the ground!
Like all the other men you've seen, he's patted down,
Maybe it's his first time
photographed.
getting arrested.
Maybe.
Maybe he's learned.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe he's learned from this before.
Perhaps.
His car is searched.
You got receipts for beer that Ezra found in his left front pocket.
And off to jail. Most of the men who came to our undercover house were chatting online with decoys for a week or more.
Red pickup's coming back.
But not this potential predator. He's 48-year-old Donald Morrison, screen name Donnie 1957, male. He started the online chat with a girl posing as a 15-year-old at 8 p.m. this very same night. Wasting no time, he types, "I want to meet you and fool around. Are you up to meeting tonight, hon?" Then he makes a plan to come to her house around 11 p.m.
He's walking up.
The guy's in the driveway for those.
It's now 11:30, and look who's walking up the driveway.
And like
so, Donald Morrison, he's very slow. He's one of these guys that's like brutally honest. Like he doesn't lie. You'll see. He's also what you would imagine a pedophile looks like.
Hello.
So
hey, come on in! Well, you got a big house.
You got a big
Try one of my cookies. They're so good.
Chocolate chips my favorite.
Mine too.
When I make them for Christmas, I make about 10 dozen of them.
I make about 10 dozen of them.
Whoa. Why so many?
Because we usually got family in from the up north.
The Up North. Shout out to the Up North if you're here.
He's got like Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Is that the vibe I'm getting?
Yeah. They come up from the Up North.
He did wear his best shirt.
It's just filled with sweat.
As I say, it's got like a little like titty sweat stain.
Look, Andy said that just as you.
Can I get you a glass of milk to go along with those cookies?
No, I was reading her comment.
Oh, really?
What's going on?
Oh, sorry, Mandy. She stole your comment.
No,
Luckily, I found out the truth.
I just was talking to her, and she said, "Come down and visit her."
Just like our other visitor, he admits he has a problem when it comes to underage girls.
I have a compulsion for younger women, just meeting them. I've met about a dozen of them online.
And so this is...
So he's met a dozen
Okay,
girls.
so I know what you mean by brutally honest.
He's not like smart. And it's not that I respect him for telling the truth or anything. It's just it's weird to have somebody just come out and like not lie.
Is he on the autism spectrum? Maybe.
Maybe he lives at home. So he might be, but I don't know.
Something you do frequently.
But he's just this weird. He tells stories. He's going to tell Chris a few stories about it.
No, I haven't done it I haven't done it since I moved here to Florida.
And where did you live before?
Texas.
And so you did this a lot in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get in trouble for it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I got in trouble because I met a girl in Michigan.
And how old was that girl?
17.
And what trouble did you get in there?
Well, her grandfather tried to charge me with something. They couldn't do anything. So they arrested me for possessing child pornography because I had nude pictures of her on my computer. They ended up dropping the charges.
So they dropped the charges on him. I don't know if the family did, but he had CSAM on his computer of an underage girl. I mean, she was 17, but she's not 18.
No, I was gonna say 17. It's still considered. Was it CSAM? You said.
Yeah, I mean, basically anybody who's not 18, legal.
It feels a little less gross than 14, but it's still gross.
Yeah, Halen's 33. Yeah, it's like right there, but
age,
still it's.
I think just because it's going to like this age of a guy.
Right. I mean, he's
I don't know, because I feel like 17-year-olds send nudes to each other all the time.
He really, yeah. Yeah, but
I don't know what
you're
kids do these days.
17, but it's two 17-year-olds.
No, that's what I was saying. Like they said,
who are both it's fine. You know what I mean?
And how did you get the?
Yeah.
Man, I got so many nudes.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Fucking pussy slayer.
No.
Me neither.
Nah.
Naked pictures of the teenage girl.
I met her in Michigan.
Oh, I send a bunch of people nudes all the time.
I don't get any.
Sure you do.
No, you don't.
My favorite thing is in Snapchat is to like send funny nude photos. It's a great time, guys. You should try it.
And I took them. You took the pictures of the girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like my dick or anything, but I always like to try and like if I'm like near a mirror, try to like sneak in like butt crack or something and see if anybody notices.
Yeah.
And then you put them on your computer?
On my computer, yeah. They were digital pictures.
After the 48-year-old asks the decoy online if she's looking for sex, he brings up the possibility that she might be a cop.
What made you think that this might be a police operation?
Just after seeing all these things on Dateline, like I said, this is the first time I've done it since I've been here.
So you've seen all the Dateline stories?
But you've still done it?
And what did you think of those stories?
I thought some of them were pretty bad. I mean, I saw the one where they were coming over for sex with boys and stuff like that, you know. And I'm not really into, pedophilia. This is probably considered that. And I know this is probably going to be on Dateline too, so go ahead and put it on.
Well, you know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline
Right,
NBC.
I understand. I recognize it from the voice.
And everything you've just said and done.
Hey, and up north, you just came in at the perfect time.
Has all been recorded.
Okay.
And if you have anything else you'd like to tell us, we'd like to hear it.
Just saying that, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, this is something I normally don't go out and do.
Hey, Laura.
I want you to be honest with me. If I wasn't here tonight, and a young girl was, who was alone and willing to have sex, what do you think would have happened?
Probably would have happened.
Probably would have had sex. You would have gone ahead and done it.
Probably, yes. I mean, I could say honestly, yes, it probably would have if she would have, said, hey, let's go for it.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Yes, I do see things wrong with it, but I had lack of judgment.
So I don't know if Chris reads it in here, but he tells the decoy that he has ED, and so that he can't really, have sex with her, but he'll, try or whatever.
Oh.
This guy's just, telling secrets, nonstop. Hey, Delilah, what are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you wake up? Uh-oh, you gonna throw up? Oh, you're yawning.
Oh, she's yawning.
And here's a first.
Poop frog, blop blop. What's up, man?
Before he leaves, he actually thanks me.
Thank you for bringing, kicking me in the pants and setting me straight, Chris.
And Pussy Destroyer's here. How you doing, Pussy Destroyer?
He leaves through the back door, and the police are waiting.
Police, get on the ground! On the ground!
196.
He's taken to the transfer station.
Box of condoms.
When he gets to the jail, he goes into diabetic shock.
Am I going to be able to get out?
He's taken in handcuffs to the hospital, where he's treated and then brought back to jail. The next day, he appears before a judge.
Donald Morrison, you're charged with a sex offense against a child.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
When we return, if
I
you're
always
out...
like that. He wants to ask a question, the judge is like, no. Why wouldn't the judge answer his
I always
question?
feel kind of bad, just shut down.
You got it, Craigo.
outraged over what you've seen so far. What?
Okay, yeah, so sorry. So Craigo actually posted it. So thanks, Craigo, for telling us what's wrong with you. So Craigo says that he has erectile dysfunction, but won't get real hard, though. So sorry to hear that, Craigo. You should try some pills or something.
Watching these suspects, you'll be saddened by what you witness next.
Okay, here we go. This is the finale.
This man did stunned everyone who saw it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
A father brings his own 5-year-old son to the house.
Can I go?
Predator investigations in 4 different states.
Medicate first.
Yeah, you're fine. We're almost done.
You'd think we'd
can medicate afterwards.
be prepared for anything.
He's getting out of the car.
But what happens here in Florida shocks us all.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. He brought his son with him. He's got his child with him.
He's a 40-year-old married man, Clifford Wallach, screen name Photofix. He's here to meet a boy who told him online he was 14. Dell from Perverted Justice,
Yeah.
posing as the boy, talks to Photofix on the phone.
He said, I like oral, all aspects. I said, giving or receiving. He said, both. I said, cool. He said, you up for that? I said, sure.
Coming in the back door.
Huh? Yeah, I guess
holding.
I don't remember if Dell does it for a second.
His son's hand.
No. Sorry.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Dell is no. I wouldn't say the decoy. She's
She could pose as like a teenage boy. She has the voice of one.
Well, she does on the phone.
Yeah.
And when people say decoy, they're typically talking about the actress that's on screen.
I can imagine this poor kid is probably repressed. I don't know how old he is now, but I'm sure that this is probably a repressed memory that it's going to come out in therapy. And it's
when I tell you the final piece, we'll get through this and then I'll tell you.
The 40-year-old walks into the house.
What'd you got?
Because we don't want to scare the little boy, we immediately tell the man what's going on.
I got to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you just straight up right now. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Okay.
We're doing a story on adults eating children, and since you have your child here, I'm not going to pursue this.
Okay.
But I think you know what you were doing here, don't you?
No, I was just coming to take some information.
My point is, because your child is here, I think it'd be best if you just went ahead and left.
Yeah, I agree. I'm never going to do this again.
So here.
Since the police know the man has
this is a really good part, like what the police do.
Done with him.
Sir, right there. You come here. You come here. Let go of the child.
So obviously they don't like go and attack the dad.
Male officer quickly takes the little boy and whisks him away so he doesn't have to further witness his father's arrest.
Please give me my son, please.
When you're in handcuffs because you came to like meet a little kid to have sex,
is like so heartbreaking.
Don't say, "Can I have my son, please?"
He's taken away in handcuffs and brought to the transfer station.
Please, I want to stay with my son.
That's not an option for now, sir.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I was only...
Yes, you did.
I'm going to take somebody to lunch. I can't feel my hands, please.
He's the victim, guys.
Police contact the boy's mother at work. Tell her what's going on, but she comes and gets him.
So the mom comes and gets him. But here's the little tidbit of information that'll make you really mad.
Was the mom aware of it?
No. When he gets out of prison, the guy can't be around children.
Mm-hmm.
So the mom gives up the little boy to stay with the dad.
What?
So the little boy had to go live with other family. So she stayed with the guy.
Please
who
tell
was
me,
a
like,
sex
the
offender.
system got him out of there.
I don't know if somebody has any more information, but he's
like
an adult now. He's like in his 20s. But yeah, the mom picked the pedophile
how
dad
is that
over the
considered
kid.
a suitable family? Like, I mean, I guess whatever. Carry on.
Yeah, but that's so fucked up. Like, give up your kid for your sex offender husband. You want to get a drink? Yeah?
Meanwhile, the dad is taken to jail.
Come in and make a left.
Photographed and put behind bars. He and most of the other men in Florida have pleaded not guilty. While his story is upsetting,
in the driveway.
The story of a man you'll meet next week is downright bizarre.
That's him right there. He's pulling in the driveway.
Here we go. Here's Marvin.
This potential predator comes in the
This will be next Friday when we do part 2 watch party.
house,
You'll meet Marvin.
whips off his clothes, and proceeds to search for a young teen.
What?
You want to explain yourself?
And will tell you what he planned.
Donde, do you mean the kid or Clifford lives in a gated community?
To do with that teenager.
You're naked. There's a 14-year-old girl. You're chasing a cat around. You've got Cool Whip.
And you can find information on what you can do to protect children from internet predators on our website. Just log on to dateline.msnbc.com. That's all for now. I'm Stone Phillips. For Ann Curry and all of us at NBC News, thanks for watching.
Since the show originally aired, Freddie Fernandez, Jose Falcon, and Donald Morrison were all sentenced to an average of 9 months in jail with 3 years of probation. So I think in Florida they got around like 9 to 12 months, depending on if they're like like previous offenders and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get what you mean, Donde. So Clifford, the guy who brought his son, she chose to stay with him because that guy was rich. They lived in like a gated community, so she chose money over her kid, basically. Eric Thornton was sentenced, 21 months in prison with 3 years of probation. Thomas Coughlin sentenced 29 months and 3 days in prison. That's so weird. 29 months and 3 days in prison.
That's
with
an
3
oddly
years of
specific number.
So so actually, some of these guys got like 2-3 years, actually.
Wow.
Somewhere between 1 to 3 years. The rest of the men have pleaded not guilty and are awaiting trial. that's it. Cool.
Wow.
So what do you think? What did you think about that episode?
Well, it gets a little worse every week.
Yeah, doesn't it?
We're just diving deep into this.
Yeah, so it's the second part has some pretty good guys in it. Well, not good guys, but
good as in I'm gonna hate them a lot.
Yeah, so Florida's a pretty strong sting, like as far as like meme potential and predators.
Well, Florida people.
But yeah, that guy, Clifford, who brings his kid. It's just like, so like I've said before, there's Predator Raw, which is like the behind the scenes, and Chris says that I think Clifford brings up in the chat or something where he brought a movie and he was going to set his son up in another room, so he wasn't going to involve the kid. Okay. Apparently, that's what he said. So he just had to bring his kid because he couldn't have nobody to watch him. But still, if you bring your kid, like you're still going to meet a little boy, and then you bring your kid, who's going to be
I forgot. Yeah, he was coming to meet a boy. I completely forgot about that. And
I mean, not that makes it any worse than a girl, but still, it's like
it's because his son's a little boy.
Because his son's a boy,
and now I know what his interests lie. It just makes it a little bit.
Right. It's like ugh. You're all good, Craigo. Everybody. So I believe I have this right. Vast Ravioli and Craigo are going to be streaming together tomorrow on Vast channel. I believe at 7 p.m. Central, so that might be 8 p.m. Eastern. Vast or Craigo, if you can correct the time, because I'm just trying to remember what Vast said earlier in their stream. So anyway, is there anything else? You got anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Are you crying?
No, I just yawned really big.
You kind of
did a big stretch.
Okay.
This is just like so gross. I just can't. Like I'm just tearing up about it because it was so nasty.
Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of just thought you would be, but Anyway, I really appreciate everybody coming.
Thanks, guys.
Again, click on Vast Ravioli's channel and subscribe so that you can catch her and Craigo streaming tomorrow, Saturday night. And again, I appreciate everybody. I should be back on Sunday for Sunday with COD after party like normal. Starts 10-15 minutes after Clobber is done with Sunday with COD. So typically it's about 9:30, 10 o'clock is when we go live for about an hour or so. So 7 p.m. Central. So 8 p.m. Eastern, guys, for Ravioli and Craigo tomorrow. But anyway, again, I appreciate everybody. I should see you in a few days. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye.